Welcome to What's on Your Table, where two guys who love food, try food, and talk about it. I'm your host, Alex Berger. Alongside me, my co-host and confidant, Christopher Huslig. Christopher, how are you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good, man. Apparently I'm blending in with the background here. I didn't mean to do that, but
it's like a green screen.
Yeah, so
and
just excited for another good episode at a delicious restaurant, man. Our first restaurant, actually.
This is our first restaurant. Yes, this is our first restaurant because obviously last week we did Barracks Cater In, which is a catering business. Started out as a restaurant for our faithful viewers, but it turned into Peoria's first catering business.
And we teased last week we were going to try some breakfast, Alex. So where did we go this week? This past week, sorry. Today we're going to be talking about when we went to Egg Republic. It is a restaurant in Peoria and Bloomington. We went to the Peoria restaurant. Up there in North Peoria by the shops?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. By the shops in Grand Prairie. Really, really interesting stuff. Really, really interesting restaurant. It's not your typical breakfast and brunch restaurant, is it, Christopher?
No, not really. Bunch of different types of foods and a wide variety of options. We'll get into this, but I got a breakfast burrito. You got some creme brulee French toast. I mean, we got about as far opposite of things as you can get. And yeah, it was a great place, fantastic service. We'll get into that more, but.
Yes. All right. So we're going to go into our first video. A note for the viewers. I'm manning Christopher's station for the first time. So as a reminder, I click the button. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay. I click the button, and I click here. Are we ready for Egg Republic? Let's see it.
Let's see it.
So, what is your go-to restaurant breakfast food?
Anywhere I go for breakfast, whether it be fancy or mom and pop, I like to get chocolate chip pancakes. That is my...
You can't go wrong.
That is my essential breakfast item is a chocolate chip pancake. 3 of them, I should say. I like to get 2 or 3. And then with whatever side it comes with, that could be eggs, it could be bacon. I usually swap out the hash browns for a cup of fruit. Hash browns every now and then. It's totally fine.
Are you a syrup guy? Or is it so here are you a syrup guy each layer? Or is it just syrup on top?
Syrup on top.
Luckily for me, I'm a big breakfast burrito fan, as that's what I got here. I'm about to try it. So that, as a self-proclaimed breakfast burrito connoisseur, also, it's kind of changed over the years. I used to be like a skillet and then a pancake and some pancakes. Don't quite eat that much anymore as I did back in my offensive line days. So I do still really like skillets. You get the eggs, the potatoes, the sausage, some gravy on top. It's delicious.
Well, hey guys, how are we today?
Good, how are you?
I'm very good. My name's Ryan. I'll be taking care of you today. I know we're kind of settling in. Got a little water started. Should I get you any coffee? Maybe a strawberry lemonade, anything like that? Just sticking with water?
Yeah, I think water's fine.
And maybe I could get you food started.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, yeah.
What are we thinking?
So, I have heard that the crispy cheesy burrito is to die for here.
It's pretty phenomenal.
I think I'll go ahead and get that then.
Very good, very good. And you get a side actually with that. If you were thinking about some maybe French fries, some hash browns, fresh fruit with it.
We'll go hash browns.
Hash browns can't go wrong. Awesome. And how about for you, sir? What were you thinking?
I am going to do, I hear your creme brulee French toast is really popular.
Really phenomenal. Yeah, we brown our sugar in the back with a blowtorch personally. A little vanilla and raspberry custard over the top of it with some fresh fruit. You can't go wrong with both of those. I'll get that working for you guys, okay? Absolutely. Get these menus out of the way.
Sweet.
Thank you much.
Thank you.
All right, so here I have the creme brulee French toast. Ryan so graciously dropped some coffee off for me as well. Obviously, I'm a huge coffee connoisseur. And then here we have the barbecue chicken waffle sliders, which is really interesting. It's topped obviously with some slaw and then some jalapenos. Really interested to try that. I am gonna go first with the sweet option. Look how absolutely, wow. Dude, come on. Oh, man. apologize to my father. This is better than his French toast. The blueberries and strawberries, great touch. It's a lot like I really like the taste of a toaster strudel. Very similar to the creamy taste of a toaster strudel, but with a very soft, kind of pillowy French toast. Now that we've tried the sweet, gonna try the savory. I'm interested on how I should go about this. I'm gonna take from Christopher's side, but I'm gonna kind of, you know what? We have a napkin here. Here we go. All right, so we got a waffle underneath, barbecue chicken on top with a jalapeno and coleslaw. I'm gonna just bite it. Wow. I got a little barbecue on the drink menu. Sorry about that. This is really, really good. The jalapeno, just enough spice. Christopher and I, we love spicy. We love spicy. And this is, if you like spice, if you like chicken and barbecue, this is right up your alley.
All right, so I got the cheesy crispy, the breakfast burrito. We got the burrito, a side of hash browns, and some good looking salsa right there. So we're just gonna we're gonna cut into this and see how it goes. There's a nice little sour cream on top, that's what it looks like. Really excited to. The cheese is nice and crispy on the outside, makes it a little bit hard to cut into, but all right. Let's see what we got here. That's delicious. You got the meat, the eggs, the potatoes, some black beans, some corn, the cheese over. That's just delicious. Let's try it with a little bit of this salsa here. Delicious salsa adds a nice freshness to the burrito. That's one of the best burritos I've had in a long time, so that's very good. Let's try this. Let's try their hash browns now. You just can't go wrong. So what Alex forgot to mention when he was trying these these barbecue chicken sliders, sorry, after we ordered, Ryan came up to us and said, hey, we got something else you gotta try. You gotta try this taste of lunch. So as Alex said, waffle with some slaw, barbecue chicken, and a nice little jalapeno. Let's get into this. Oh my, that is money right there. I'm not the biggest slaw fan, but it adds the perfect freshness to this, to the dish here. And as Alex said, that jalapeno, just a nice little kick. The waffle's very fluffy, and their barbecue sauce, very tangy and delicious. I really like that. I'm gonna have to go in for another bite.
Very nice.
Awesome, man. That's awesome.
How about that? We have a studio audience.
No, we don't.
Well, so that was really cool. We got some great service there.
Ryan
some
was
great
awesome.
food.
Straight up, that he was awesome.
Yes, he
nothing,
was.
Nothing there. He putting on a show for us or anything. He was acting like that with everyone. Not acting. It's not even an act.
No.
It's just great service and a great experience to have him as our server.
Yeah, and he was always like, "Do you want this? Do you want a little more of this? Can I get you anything else?"
Yeah, and so I kind of hinted at it in that video. We show up and we ask Nikki, the general manager, "Hey, what should we try?" She tells us, then that's what we ordered. And then, like I said, Ryan comes back and he said, "Hey, we thought about you guys should also try those sliders." And man, just doesn't disappoint.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Well, we'll be talking a little bit more later about the delicious food and It was delicious.
So
as we've
delicious.
mentioned. But you will hear a little bit about what the restaurant is all about, how they came to be, why they're in Peoria, and a little bit about their unique restaurantness. Restaurantness? I don't know. We'll find a
Hey.
word for it.
Hey, we just made up a word. We don't care.
we are Shakespearean here. Well, we will be right back, and you will hear from Nikki, the GM, about what goes into their Egg Republic restaurant. We'll be right back. Welcome back to What's on Your Table, the show where two guys who love food try food and talk about it. I'm Alex Berger, and still with me, my co-host, Christopher Huslig. Christopher, how you feeling?
Before we go any further,
Yep.
I know we talked about it last episode. I love that intro and that rejoin. That is awesome. I just love this podcast, man. Food
so fun.
background. That chicken sandwich in the opening makes me hungry every single time I see it.
Every time.
Gosh, big shout out to James and the rest of the creative services team on just getting us some awesome elements to this podcast.
We got a great crew. We got a great team of people who are very creative and give us a lot of great elements. We're going to be hyping it up each and every episode, I feel like, because it's just so fun. And
then
it's
an
very
absolute
lively.
bop of a song to come into.
And it's
it
just
gets
so quick. It's like 2 seconds.
Gets me hyped, ready to talk about some delicious grub. All right, Alex,
Okay.
what do we got now?
So now you're going to hear a little bit about what Egg Republic is all about. Obviously, once again, this is a breakfast and brunch and lunch restaurant in the shops of Grand Prairie. And we got to talk to not just Ryan, you will hear from Nikki, their GM, about what Egg Republic is all about. So what do you say, Christopher? Should we just jump in?
Let's get into this.
Let's jump
Let's
in.
let the video talk for itself, man.
Once again, Nikki, the GM, take it away.
It's really more of like an experience than it is anything. Like you come in and you expect breakfast or lunch or brunch, whatever you're coming in for, and you kind of leave having a great time. We have like a magician for our bartender, and he does like bubble shows for the kids, and we try really hard to make sure that parties go over without a hitch and things like that. We want every day to feel like a vacation when you come in here. So we have like the lively music, and we have like the cuisine that's kind of inspired from all over the world. And then we have like a really lively group of servers that just come in with like, you know, the energy and the fun, and you can even hear it radiating from the kitchen sometimes. John and his dad actually have like worked in restaurants their entire lives, things like that. And they decided to kind of venture out and open a few of their own places. So it started off as like breakfast, lunch, and dinner spots and stuff like that. And then as time went on, and like I said, they traveled and things like that, and they kind of got inspiration. They discovered that Bloomington just kind of had the market and the need for an upscale brunch place. That's kind of what inspired coming to Peoria here. They had a customer over there that was like, I feel like this spot and this place would be really great for that. And it's gone over really well so far. This is our salad prep station here. This is where all the magic fun stuff happens. Preparing everything. We come down here. This is Chloe. We have her on Expo. This is where she gets everything trayed up for our servers to kind of take everything out to their tables. This is where she prepares everything, makes everything pretty for the customers. Coffee station here. We go through CXT. They're amazing. This is where most of the magic happens. This is where the heart of the restaurant actually lives, are these guys back here. They make everything great for us. You know, constantly chopping, cooking, making sure everything's fresh and ready for everybody.
Very, very interesting. Gotta love some delicious, delicious breakfast.
Oh man, can never go wrong.
I love watching pancakes get cooked. I know that was the French toast, but you kind of got to see a little bit about what they're all about. Now, I covered their grand opening a few months back, and something I find really interesting, and she talked about it, they like to make it seem like a vacation. They
Yep.
want everything to be very vacation-y, as if you were, you know, not in Peoria. They take a lot of inspiration from the Chicago dining, and it shows. But was there anything that you found really especially interesting about the style, Christopher?
Oh, I really liked the interior. You got a little taste of it there in that video. Just the decoration was nice. It was just kind of comforting. It kind of had that like goofy here to relax, kind of look to it. I mean, it was an awesome place, and there was quite a bit of people there for a Tuesday morning.
There was, and they made mention of that too.
So just everything about it was awesome, from the service to Nikki being generous enough to walk us through the kitchen, which
Yeah.
is always fun to see where your food is getting made. You don't get to see it very often. So
Yeah.
nice clean kitchen too.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome.
And they, were brewing some great coffee from CXT Roasting Company. Who knows? You might possibly see them here on this show at some point.
Everything's on the table at this point.
Oh, that was good.
You like that?
You should be proud of yourself for that one. I really like how they operate. I think it's really interesting. Something I find especially interesting is their music choice.
Oh, yeah,
for
it was-
their restaurant.
It was kind of upbeaty. It
It's like
wasn't like your normal, oh my goodness, I'm gonna fall asleep.
It's very it's specific. So if you go to a lot of different restaurants, they have music choices, and it's just basically corporate all throughout the day. Like you'll hear a top 40 hit or something, which nothing wrong with that, but it's a little different here. It's almost specific in the morning. So when we were there, we got there, early, 9 o'clock. I know that's not early for a lot of people, but we got there, in the earlier breakfast hours, and it was kind of, electro pop. So nothing crazy, just a little upbeat. But then once it gets a little later, once it gets to like the 11 o'clock hour, the noon hour, they start to play house music. And that's something I find really interesting. How many breakfast places do you go to that they play house music? So I found that's something that I find especially interesting. And they have a bartender that does bubbles.
Yeah, we didn't get to see that, unfortunately.
No, we didn't. But you got a little glimpse in there of the bartender, whose name I don't know. Unfortunately, never got to meet him because, like we said, he wasn't there. But it was probably just too early for his shift. But you saw him toss it around, kind of does like a Tom Cruise thing, where he's tossing the drinks and stuff. So very interesting. And Christopher and I will be recapping our food later. But yeah, is there anything else that you want to say about the restaurant, Christopher?
No, I think everything else I got to say I can say in our third segment after the break. Just kind of that I just can't praise how welcoming and accommodating everyone was. They were busy and they still found time to come talk with us and show us around and stuff like that. So big shout out to everyone at Egg Republic.
On a busy Tuesday morning too, which was very, very gracious of them, and they were very, very gracious themselves. So when we come back, again, Christopher and I are going to be recapping our favorite things about what we ate, our favorite things about the restaurant, and we'll be teasing a little bit about what we will be going to next. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to What's on Your Table, the show where two guys who love food try food and talk about it. I am your host, Alex Berger, alongside my co-host and one of my bestest friends, Christopher Hueslig. Christopher, how you feeling? It's the third block.
He's not lying. I got invited to the New Year's Eve party.
You did. You did.
Man, I'm just excited to kind of break down what we got to try a little bit. We've talked about the food. I'll just go ahead and get rolling with mine. First of all, when we walk in, very clean place. It was very nice. We were greeted by Nikki herself, who was there at the front. Yeah. Always nice to see a general manager who's there and actually helping out. Lots of times you don't really see that as much.
Yeah.
But I got the crispy cheesy burrito.
Oh yeah.
Comes with tater tots, chorizo, scrambled eggs, guacamole, pico de gallo, cheddar cheese, black beans, and corn with a sour cream drizzled on top and salsa. And Ryan was talking to us after. They actually have a barbacoa you could add to it. I personally was just kind of in a chorizo mood, so I didn't go with that option, but he said it is very popular and delicious. I will say the burrito was delicious. It was a little hard to cut, that nice crispy, it was covered in melted cheese, kind of like a grilled cheese burrito at some people's favorite Mexican restaurant. I am some people.
We stick to local here, so we can't we can't say them.
But anyway,
all love them.
It was a very large burrito. It was delicious, and then their hash browns were nice and crispy, but also had that nice kind of buttery texture, oily
Yeah.
texture on the bottom, which was absolutely delicious. That salsa they made, I should have asked if it was homemade because I don't know, but it was
something.
it was delicious. And then obviously those barbecue chicken sliders kind of spoke for themselves. I hate coleslaw
Yeah.
with a passion.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it either.
But that was delicious. I was
was.
talking with Ryan about it after, and he said it's an oil or I think it's an
Oil-based.
oil-based slaw
Yeah.
instead of that mayonnaise slaw sauce. I don't really know what generally. So you didn't get that
Yeah.
like
Wasn't sloppy.
you
It
didn't
was
get that
very
punch you in
specific.
the face mayonnaise or whatever that sauce is flavor. So it was just more so the cabbage and the carrot that just kind of popped out, and it was delicious. So.
Yeah, it was. And I had the creme brulee French toast, as you heard me talk about, and that was
My
just,
A1C rose just looking at that. Oh my goodness.
Yes, it did. But the interesting thing about it is, I am a sweet breakfast guy. You are a savory
I'm
breakfast
savory.
guy.
I do not like sweet breakfast, so we kind of lucked out in what we got.
And you'll probably, if we go anywhere, breakfast related or anything like that, it'll probably be much of the same. You'll see me get a sweet item, and you'll see you get a savory item. But the thing is if it's two savory items, we're cool with that. If it's
Yeah.
two sweet items, we're cool with that.
And like we said, we asked them what their
Most popular.
what their most popular items were,
Yeah.
and so
And as you heard Christopher talk about when he tried these barbecue chicken sliders, there was something really interesting about the lunch aspect of it all. So that is really what we ate, and that's what we enjoyed. There's a lot more to the restaurant than meets the eye. And it's something really interesting. Christopher, do you got anything else?
yeah, Alex, it's just if you're looking for a place to go have some breakfast and just relax, have a good time, have some great service, kind of feel like you're part of the family. I don't think I could stress Egg Republic enough.
Yeah.
It's a nice local place, and it's just everything was delicious. And like looking at the menu, there was a lot of stuff I could have seen myself enjoying.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not a big sweet fan, their French toast looked absolutely delicious.
It was. So was those sliders.
And those sliders, they also have lunch stuff. They have cheeseburgers. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you could go there for breakfast, lunch, brunch, whatever you want. They got something for you. It's delicious. They had a nice drinks menu. Obviously, we were on the job, so we didn't partake in that aspect. But
I did spill a little barbecue on that drink menu. So.
yeah, he did. They fined us $20,000. No, I'm just kidding.
No worries.
But it's a great place, great atmosphere, and honestly, you can never go wrong with a nice breakfast restaurant.
Exactly. Well, that is it for our What's on Your Table episode today, talking about Egg Republic. Christopher, do you want to quickly tease what we're doing for next week?
Yeah, we're going on the exact opposite side of breakfast. We're gonna have a little lunch dinner place next
Some
week.
dinner?
A dinner, and we're getting a little bit fancy.
A little bit.
A little bit fancy. So I'm not gonna give it away. It is a nice restaurant. We're excited. They've got everything set up for Christmas.
Yep.
So we thought this was the perfect time as December.
Oh,
December is among us.
Among Us.
Among Us.
You'll see why
Now,
that.
once Thanksgiving's off your table, we will dig into Christmas.
Dude. Incredible. Very nice. Oh, I wish that faded out a little more. It's okay. Well, that is what's on your table for this week. Join us next week as we go to another place in time. We'll see what that is. But once again, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.